My agency does $131,000 a month and it runs almost entirely on AI. This isn't just a theory, and I'm going to show you how exactly I automated nearly every part of my SMMA using AI and how you can do the same. By the way, my name is Ismail. I run a seven-figure agency and I make these videos to help others do the same. I didn't scale my agency by building a huge team. I built systems and automations that eliminate repetitive tasks for me. Every part of my agency, from client acquisitions to client fulfillment, is powered by AI-driven systems. While most agencies rely on manual outreach and slow follow-ups, we have a system that helps us follow up with people instantly, find leads, book appointments, entirely automated. And one of the most important part of your agency, after you sign that client, the anxiety starts. You don't know how to bring them results. You don't know how to keep them for longer time so you can keep staying profitable, because hiring a client takes a lot of time and money, and if you cannot keep them, your agency is doomed to start with. So I'm going to quickly show you how I'm running my agency to manage over 100 clients, and I'm going to speed run some ad creation in 5 minutes. So most time consuming part of creating ad campaign is writing those ad copies, primary text, headlines, and video scripts. This might take up to an hour, maybe two, per each client and per ad you're doing. And initially, you want to test 4 to 6 ads when you first start it, right? So this might take you so long time. But what I do here is I get help from ChatGPT to write those for me. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start with the primary text. I'm going to go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to write a copy for us. If you scroll down here, let's choose a niche, and I will choose real estate because that's been a niche that I've been doing for so long. Let's write our prompt. Boom. All right, with this is ChatGPT will create us a primary text exactly how we want it, and 30 seconds video script. This is a really strong time. Thinking about selling your home, but not sure if now is the right time. Really strong hook, because it just creates a question in people's head and they want to watch the rest. If they're remotely thinking about selling their houses, the market is moving fast and prices changing week to week. Sellers underpriced and leave their money on the table, or overpriced and sit on the market too long. So these are like some pain points that seller have that ChatGPT created for us. That's why I'm offering free, no obligation home evaluation. We'll tell exactly what your home worth today and based on the real buyer demand in your area. This is a great script. To be honest, I'm just gonna copy it word by word. I don't need to even change it. I'm just gonna copy the whole thing, and I'm gonna go back to my document and delete all this and paste it here. Right, headline options. Let's check this once as well. Get a free home evaluation before prices shift. These are great, to be honest. You know, sort of. And the only thing that I would add that I didn't add it because I didn't add it into prompt is a location. I would add location, homeowners, right? Just to make our targeting a little bit easier, because this is not just like takes attention from the people that are actually watching or seeing the ads. It's also important for Facebook's algorithm, because nobody does targeting anymore. Everything is broad, and when it's broad, it's kind of Facebook algorithm decides who to show your ads to. And if you don't specify what you're doing in a very specific way, your targeting might be messed up a little bit to start with. But if you use like location and sellers and homeowners, Facebook knows exactly who is going to show it to. So this is exactly what I would do. And also, I want to do a part of this video on how to make an AI voiceover video in here. So I'm going to just copy this part, and I'm going to head to 11 Labs here. And when I'm here, I'm just going to delete this parts that are not needed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a voice here. You can choose any voice. I use Chris, but you can just use anything. It depends. I would usually do two voices with the same script, one female voice, one male voice. But for this video's sake, we're only going to do one. I'll click on generate speech. The speech is already ready. I'm going to download it by clicking this button real quick, and it will download it to my computer. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head pexels.com and search for real estate, and you can search for the city that you're doing this for. Let's assume Los Angeles. So you can download a couple of these aerial shots and put it all together in CapCut and drop the AI voiceover over it with auto caption, and your video is ready. Now that your video is ready, let's create some still images with help of ChatGPT. So we are gonna write a prompt here, and I'm gonna do it with you right now. We're gonna ask ChatGPT to do at least a couple still images for us and see how we can improve it. So let's start with the one. Create a 4:5 ratio at still image. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT gonna spit for us. So the image creation is done and it looks really nice, to be honest. It looks almost real and it looks somewhat of AI. And actually this is a new meta on Facebook ads, the AI image generation. I'm just gonna download this, but I'm not gonna use it as is. We're gonna do some fine tuning on Canva. So let's jump on Canva. So I got my Canva here. I'm just gonna upload the picture. All right, our picture is uploaded. I'm gonna set it as a background. And one thing that I'm going to do is get a line here, but maybe something like this would work. I'm gonna put right here. Actually, I realized that I need something bigger. So maybe a shape would work better, right? So we can actually determine how thick it's going to be as well. Let's make it something popping. I would say this gradients is pretty nice, but actually the theme going on is either in blue, so I would do something bluish like this, and I would shout out the location, Los Angeles homeowners. And let's make this much bigger. Too big. Yeah, you wanted everything to be in one, and don't use Canva Sans because that's what everyone is using. So this is not too bad. So I would also copy this, get this image up a little bit, and make this bit smaller. And I would do click learn to learn, or you can put any call to action. To be honest, this is just what feels like head with this type of image, and you can just save this and download it. And this way, you can make millions of ad creatives with ChatGPT, and you can test them. But just making those ads and testing them doesn't make you all successful and you start to generate a bunch of leads. What you need to do is optimization and also client communication as well. So make sure they know what's going on. So let's jump back on ChatGPT so we can give him some examples, and I'll show you a prompt that how you can get ChatGPT to answer your client. Right. Since we are on ChatGPT, what I'm going to ask ChatGPT first is I'm going to take some screenshots from my client's ad account, upload it into ChatGPT, ask him to give me a feedback and step-by-step plan to how to optimize their ads. And we are going to also ask him to give us a message to send it to the client, basically explaining what's going on in their accounts. All right, let's upload. I have my screenshots right here. So we'll get this. Leads. There's a bunch of metrics that it's spitting out. An optimization plan is consolidate the winners, so close the ones that are not doing any good and keep running some of them, and duplicate the top assets with new creatives, so keep trying new creatives, new angles, new headlines, copies, and all that. Lower the CPM with broad targeting. So my targeting is already broad, but ChatGPT recommending us to make the location targeting is a little bit wider, which will what I would do. And refine a landing page. In this case, I'm using a Facebook form, so you can make the first quick form a little bit easier to get into. But the budget scale and retargeting is, I would say, it's not doable at this point with that low budget. And there we go. and summary, and actually reported created a summary for client without we asking for it. So this week we saw strong performance PQ assets. Our top performance generated $16 per results. Click through rates and engagement is great. We're pausing under performance, launching new tests, and everything that you need is right here. I would just copy this, email it back to your client, and your report, your ad creation, your reporting, and your optimization is all done by ChatGPT. I don't know how long this video is going to end up being, but it probably take me like 5 minutes to do so. You can do the same. You can manage. I used to be able to manage 5 to 10 clients by myself with a small team, maybe one ISA and one VA. But with this rate, with this amount of optimization and using ChatGPT, I'm able to do 30, 40 just by myself with a couple of people that are helping me. That helps me stay at 80, 70, 80% profitability rate, which is unseen on agency world. And this is what you should do as well once you have clients and you want to generate them great results. And if you want me to help you automate your SMMA and scale faster than ever, you can schedule a call below. And don't waste your time doing anything manually. AI is the future of SMMA. Even though if you're not selling direct AI product, you should still be able to use it to your advantage to gain more clients, to get clients better results, and also keep them happy by using AI and a couple ChatGPT prompts. So use it or get left behind, in my opinion. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to book your call.